Why would the United States, fresh from victory in the biggest war in history, take perfectly good tanks, jeeps, trucks, even crates of Coca-Cola, and dump them straight into the ocean? What looked like madness to the locals was, in reality, one of the strangest military decisions of the 20th century. This is the story of Million Dollar Point, where America sank its own army, and the ocean inherited a war. Vivid description of Espiritu Santo, the lush Pacific islands suddenly turned into a giant American military hub. The logistics of war, how the U.S. poured in mountains of supplies, more than the islanders had ever imagined. Local perspective, natives waking up to see endless trucks, cranes, and weapons stacked like metal mountains. How America transformed the island, airstrips, barracks, ports, theaters, even Coca-Cola factories. Scale of it all, 100,000 soldiers stationed, 500,000 passing through. Description of the insurance strategy, keep more supplies than needed, just in case. By late 1944, Japan was pushed back, Espiritu Santo no longer vital. Soldiers left with mountains of stuff and no war to fight. The three options: ship it back, dismantle it, or sell it. Costs of shipping and fears of wrecking the U.S. economy with cheap surplus goods. Soldiers stuck, morale collapsing. Letters home begging for return. Eyewitness anecdotes, men refusing to work, strikes, boredom. The pressure wasn't just about equipment, it was about politics and morale. Australians, New Zealanders, and others rushed in to buy cheap gear. But the British and French refused, stalling in hopes the Americans would abandon it for free. Frustration builds, soldiers angry, commanders furious. Dawn, September 1945. Bulldozers roar. Tanks, jeeps, trucks, crates of rifles, even Coca-Cola pushed into the sea. Dramatic, slow-motion description of the dump as locals watch in shock. If you won't buy it, no one will have it. Value, millions of 1940s dollars lost in the waves. Locals scavenging what they could, jeeps turned into tractors, crates into homes. Infrastructure left behind, docks, roads, airstrips, transformed island life. To them, it was both a tragedy and a strange blessing. Espiritu Santo wasn't alone, U.S. repeated the practice across the Pacific. Some places salvaged, others saw entire lagoons filled with trucks and tanks. Ghost fleets under the water, forgotten until divers rediscovered them. The irony, machines of war became artificial reefs. Coral covering jeeps, fish weaving through gun turrets. Ecology experts, reefs stabilized sandbanks, boosted biodiversity. War waste became life. Divers today explore Million Dollar Point. Underwater museums of rust and coral, surreal images of war turned into beauty. Tourists bringing new economy to islands once used as pawns in global war. Post-war continuation of ocean disposals by U.S. military. Environmental risks, oil, lead, and toxic leakage. The Clean Water Act, 1972, forced decontamination, slowing the practice. Ongoing debate, military cost-saving versus ocean protection. Million Dollar Point stands as one of the strangest legacies of the Second World War. What began as a war machine's logistical nightmare ended as a living reef, a tourist attraction, and a symbol of waste, irony, and renewal. The Pacific swallowed millions of dollars of American power, but it gave back something unexpected: life.